Trudie, quiz!
Hi guys! In today's video I am going to be making the blue version of paw pizza. So the first one that I made is the green with the red, and this was requested by the user Valentina Lozano 8 on Instagram, who asked if I could create paw pizza. She didn't specify which color, so that's why I decided I'm just going to do both of them here. So for this one, I'm going to be using a light blue, and I've taken just a ball of clay, and I might not use all of it, but it's always best to have a little bit more to play with, and then you can just kind of trim it up as best you can. And then, so we'll have two little pieces here for the hands, two for the feet, and then we'll also be using some yellow for the detail. And then I just rolled out a little piece of white clay and then just flattened it out, because that'll be the face. And also be using just a little tiny ball of white here, and I'll make a nose and a mustache out of that. Now you can just use black clay and make a mustache, but I think what I'm going to do once I bake it and it's cooled down, when I go to do the eyes on our little character here, I'll just paint the mustache then. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I created this super cute character. So I'm just going to make a square shape, and I'm just going to trim just a tiny little bit off the edges. That way we can get a nice clean edge. So I'm going to do that on each side. Oop, I think I took a little bit too much off there, but that's okay, because what I'm going to do is just kind of smush it down, stretch it out a bit. So depending on how big you want to make your paw pizza, you can make it as small or as big as you want. Because I haven't recreated two Shopkins that look exactly alike. There's always something a little bit different about them, so. There. So once you have the basic shape of just a square pizza box, and what I'm going to do is just sort of set that aside for right now. I'm going to put my little feet together here. So we have our little feet, and then I think what I might do is flatten out some of the yellow. And what I did, for the red, I just cut out little tiny strips. So you have like two little pieces about the same size. And let's see, maybe this will be the top here. So I'm just going to wrap that around. So it looks like it's wearing a little headband there. And then do the same for the back. I might just have to trim a little bit off. There, so that'll be for the top part. And what I ended up doing to make the little indent in the top, just taking one of my little wooden tools here. And once I get it flattened out and you're happy with the shape and everything, I'm just going to make little lines right across. So we have two lines like that, and then just go all the way around. Try and make them as straight as possible, but it doesn't have to be. And then just made little lines down the front, so like so, and we'll just do that all the way around. Now this clay I'm using is a bit softer. I'm not sure why. It could just be the light in that too that makes it a bit. So it is easier to work with some clay that kind of holds its shape a bit better. So I think that's good for now. So I'm just going to set my little pieces of clay aside here. And I'm also just going to take my thumb and just start to make a little indent. So you want to leave room up here underneath the yellow part for the words. And then just make a little indent, and that's where the face is going to go. So I'm just going to leave that in there. Just kind of flatten it down a bit. And put our little tiny nose on there as well. And I'll make a little mouth, a little indent there. Just like so. And then for the mustache, you don't need very much clay because it's just a small little face. Just kind of roll out a piece of clay and then just bend each side. So then we have like a little shape like that. So like I said, once it's baked and cooled down, then I'll just paint that black and then do the eyes as well. So then all we have to do is add the feet on and then also the hands. And I almost forgot, I'll have to use some of this scrap blue here because the top is actually angled a bit, so it's like, as you can see there. So I'm just going to take some extra clay and just roll it out to the same length as the box here, and then just pinch the top. So you get something like that, and just add some more height to it a bit. And we'll pop our little feet on. They might be a little bit too big, so I'm just going to trim them up. So we have 2 little feet. So we'll pop that on, and then each hand and arm on either side. So there we go. So there's our little blue version of paw pizza. So I'm going to go ahead and bake this little guy at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. Alright guys, so I have our little paw pizza all set and ready to paint all the little details on. What I did was take a really light blue and I just kind of went over it to kind of give it that that effect. So I was just kind of fiddling with it a little bit. So now all we need to do is just write the letters pizza across in yellow, and then we'll paint the eyes on and the little mustache as well, and then also make the little mouth in there with just some red paint. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the lettering up here. And it might be kind of faint at first, but it will take maybe a couple applications. just start on the eyes. I will paint the little mustache on there. So just like so. And then I'll just add a little dollop of red in there to make the mouth. So again, this is the finished one, just the green version of it. And I glazed it with 1 coat of triple thick, so it gives it a really nice sealed finish on there. And you can see little lettering up there. Cute little mustache. There we go. So once this one dries, I'm just going to go over it a couple times, and once that's dried, I'll glaze it, and then we'll be all finished. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I just wanted to show you something that I've been working on. So I took a duplicate Pinkie Pie My Little Pony that I had, and I decided to paint it to look like the Cupcake Queen character from Shopkins. And I really liked the way that it turned out. I did the hair in gold, and then I put little pink dollops on there for the sprinkles, and made little gold feet. And I just decided to paint it like a two-tone color, and then just redid the eyes. So let me know in the comments below if you have any suggestions of which Shopkins character should I turn these My Little Ponies into. So I will see you guys soon. Bye!